What's up? What it do, YouTube? It's your boy Knowledgeable Scrub here, and I'm back with another YouTube video. Let's get it. What's up, YouTube? How you guys doing today? I know I haven't uploaded in a minute, but we're back with the daily content and sports news. So to start the day off, yesterday we had the Celtics versus the Raptors, and as you guys have probably seen, the Raptors haven't had a great start to the 2021 year, but I just think it's because of the quick turnaround. But they are missing their two centerpieces from last year, Marc Gasol and Serge Ibaka. And losing DeMar DeRozan a few seasons ago, it just looks like they're missing that go-to all-star to score when it's clutch time. But hey, never count out Fred VanVleet or Kyle Lowry because they're doing their thing. But Jayson Tatum and Jaylen Brown have been playing at all-star level. All-star level. When I tell you guys, watch out. They're going to be two all-stars in the East. And they don't even got Kemba Walker yet, another all-star for the Celtics. So the Celtics might be very dangerous this year coming up in the playoffs. Moving on, we have the Pelicans versus the Pacers. And this is a great game to watch, you guys. If you watched it, or if you go back and watch the highlights, you'll see that it was a very back-and-forth game. My Pelicans were up by 10 with like 2 minutes left. They choked. Malcolm Brogdon won it in overtime with a floater he called game. And the Pacers, they really are a good team offensively. Now, defensively, they struggle because I just don't think they have the players to match up defensively with other teams and other great players. Like they had no way to guard Zion yesterday or Brandon Ingram. But offensively, they're a great team. But let's move on to the Pelicans because we need to have a conversation about the Pelicans. What is Stan Van Gundy doing? Why is Brandon Ingram running the point guard at the end of the game? If he's going to run point guard, he should run point guard throughout the whole game to get him experience and ready. You can see that when he runs point, he's always looking to score. He doesn't look to pass or facilitate for anybody. I would like to see a more of a Lonzo and Bledsoe with Zion pick and roll or Steven Adams pick and roll because that's going to get more of the offense rolling, and that's what you guys run in the beginning of the game. So why do you change it up? I don't like when teams have one philosophy for the beginning of the game, and then when it gets to crunch time, you change your philosophy because that's not what good teams do. Good teams play the same way no matter what you do, and you got to adjust to us. We're not going to adjust to you. So I just would like to see the Pelicans change that up because I think that once they change that up, they'll be a better team. But moving on, we had the Mavericks versus the Rockets. These two teams have been a disappointment this year. Luka, his coach said that he came in overweight. We know that James Harden came in overweight. He missed all of the preseason. But I just think that they need to catch their stride, and both of them need to get back to where they're going. But we had the Mavericks pulling that one out, and Luka had 33 with 16 rebounds and 11 assists. He had another MVP game, even though he's out of weight. So just wait till he gets into shape. Next, we're moving on to the Knicks versus the Hawks. Guys, I have a report for you. Knicks basketball is back. Yes, there's basketball in New York, and it's not Brooklyn. Knicks are hooping. I mean, they're only 4-3, but when was the last time we seen the Knicks over 500 in the past, 20 seasons? So they're playing good. They got their star player, Julius Randle. He's taking a real big step this year. I think he's trying to make the All-Star team this year. And, really solidify himself and get another contract. I think he's going to be a free agent in about a couple of years. But to the other side, the Hawks, even though they lost this game, I still have faith in the Hawks that they'll be a legitimate playoff team because the way that they've came out and played this beginning of the season, they don't look like a young team. They look like a very good, very solid veteran team, but they do have some young pieces. Trae Young, Clint Capella, they have some young pieces that they can build around and really make that team what it needs to be. But I told you guys, watch out. That acquisition of Rajon Rondo is going to be a big help. Just watch. I'm telling y'all. Moving on, we're going to go into the blowouts that happened yesterday because there was a lot of blowouts. We got the 76ers versus the Hornets. You guys know what happened. Ben Simmons, Joel Embiid came out, dominated. The Hornets don't got no way that they can do anything with those two. But I think that it is time for the Hornets to make a move and try to get LaMelo into the starting lineup. See what you got there. See if you can trade Terry Rozier or Devontae Graham. I wouldn't trade either of them. I would probably let Terry come off the bench, but since he has such a big contract, it's hard to move him to the bench. And because LaMelo is only a rookie, it's still hard to play him over Terry Rozier. But I mean, If you're not gonna make the playoffs, why not see what you have in the number 3 overall pick? And for the 76ers, they just got to keep beating up on these bad teams. But I want to see what they do when they play a team like the Lakers or the Clippers. When it gets dominant, I want to see if Ben Simmons is still gonna have the confidence to shoot them threes. I know y'all see him make a three the other night. My boy, he getting right. He getting right. Moving on, we got the Heat versus the Thunder. The Heat got the much needed win. They blew the Thunder off the court. The Heat, they don't look like the same team from last year, but they do like they can build off of some things they did last year. I think that they're missing Derrick Jones Jr. on the wing, and I think that Jimmy Butler being in and out of the lineup at the early part of the season is really affecting them. But I think they'll catch their stride. I think that Bam will be have another All-Star season. I think that Tyler Hero will take that next step too. So the Heat, they could be dangerous too. Watch out. And for the Thunder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, obviously he played well. He's a great player, but they really don't have much else going for him except for the 16 first-round picks they have for the next 5 years. But this season, I don't think they're really going to do much. I think they're going to be high in the lottery, trying to go for that number 1 overall pick. And for the last game that we're going to talk about today, Warriors versus the Kings. That killer, that man, the babyface assassin, whatever you want to call him, is going off. We was asking questions, could he carry the team? Could he really do it without KD and Clay? He said, watch this. I'm going to give y'all a 62 piece. Then I'm going to give you a 30 piece in 3/4. What else do you want from him? Like, he's doing everything out there that he can. I think that the Warriors will really go make the playoffs. And I didn't see this happening, but Steph Curry might make a run for the MVP. I don't know if he can keep it up. I don't know if he can, because he's going to have to score 30 to 40 every night to even have the Warriors competitive, because everybody else on that team is incompetent on offense, except for Eric Pascal. I like Eric Pascal on offense. He's a great player, and he has a great jump shot. But everybody else, Andrew Wiggins, Kelly Oubre, Draymond Green is a great point guard, but if he's not facilitating or grabbing rebounds, he's not giving you 20 points. So for Steph Curry to really keep that team competitive, he's going to have 30 to 40 every night with 5 rebounds, 8 assists. So I don't know if he's going to be able to keep that up to keep their record good enough for him to win MVP. But if he can get James Wiseman right and they can get going, you never know. They might make it. And with the Kings, I don't know what's going on with them. Marvin Bagley's dad on Twitter talking about trade him. De'Aaron Fox's dad talking about trade him. They got a lot of in there things going on, so I think it's going to be another bad season in Sacramento. Moving on, right here, you can see we got the Eastern Conference standings. Philadelphia at 1, Orlando at 2, and Indiana at 3. And then over here, we got the Western Conference standings. We got LA at 1, the Phoenix Suns with Chris Paul at 2. Who saw that coming? And then the Los Angeles Lakers, obviously, with LeBron James at 3. It's your boy Knowledgeable Scrub, and I'm out. Peace.
RC beats on the fucking tracks.